Hello there. And dear God, where are we?
It's a mystery.
Oh my God. Welcome to On the Bright Side. I am Daniel. I'm joined by Tiffany. She's over there.
Hey, howdy.
She's she's gonna be off screen. I am at her house. That's fun. Visiting. Post holidays. Having a good time, but thought it was a good opportunity to watch a episode of My Hero Academia in person. And this is a big one because it's got Bakugo in the title, and Bakugo's... Is it your favorite character?
He's one of my favorites.
He's one of her favorite characters.
If he dies, I kill everyone in the room and then myself. You're in danger.
Let's get into the video. Before we get into today's episode, do me a favor and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications to be notified of when the next My Hero Academia episode goes up if you're excited for this episode. It will help me out a lot and let me know what kind of content you like.
Oh, right, bad time.
Last time Aizawa just got taken out of the equation.
They literally all kept foreshadowing it like the worst thing that could possibly happen is if Aizawa's put out. Well, Aizawa's put out.
Eri. Oh God. Oh my
God!
Hardcore.
Get wrecked, I guess.
Is Aizawa not out of the fight?
Human chopped off his leg.
You're really cool. For sure, dude. Oh God. Oh boy.
No, it's not. You won't.
Ah! My God. Sensei's face is a little cut up right now. What? Okay.
Yeah, the kids aren't very happy with you messing with their pseudo-dad.
My God. We have not seen you guys in a couple episodes. You're gonna help out? Oh wait, I didn't even realize. The ice showed up. Todoroki's here.
Yeah, he ran too.
I'm so dumb. I got distracted by everything else going on. Uh-oh. Well,
Sweet Lord.
he just decided, you know what? Diagonal.
You live in any of those cities, you better get out.
Hero society sucks. Don't want to live in this world anymore.
I'm sorry, I can't live like this. If I did, I'd just live somewhere in the middle of nowhere.
Music is so intense. I guess Hawks ain't getting much medical attention right now. Because these guys stepped in. Or that. By the way, Majestic is just Todoroki's voice actor.
Yeah, Majestic's just done though.
Yeah, Majestic is...
So, +1 on a death counter.
These kids better not go for a walk and then find Midnight's corpse. Yes, Mineta.
Pretty bad.
I'm tired of your entire face.
Y'all like keep Cue Ball alive because he keeps giving out information. I'm like, please kill Cue Ball. We'll figure out the information later.
Deku's mad. Yeah, cool down. Oh boy.
He doesn't have that built-in temp regulation that Todoroki has.
Nope. Yeah, he's so pissed. He's got free reign. Oh my God.
Who did it?
Who did it? Oh God. His body doesn't want him doing anything. He's ripped his entire muscles.
I feel like that would have been nasty in the manga. No.
No. You're a little bit premature. Oh shit. Yeah. It's true. Oh God. Here it is. Float.
No!
See, I told you that flying, if we can fly, that there's nothing he can do.
Hold up, wait, hold up. Gramps isn't dead.
Gramps isn't dead.
Gramps is Krakatoad, but he isn't dead. Woohoo! May I just say, angry Deku hits different.
Yeah. Man. Bakugo's gotta feel so useless right now. Which I'm sure is pissing him off. Me! Oh boy. Alright. So this is, I was wondering, we didn't get any training for float, so I'm glad that they're telling us about this. Dang. He's stealing Steven Universe's floating powers.
Is he now? I'll go through a rock. It would be the best to help him out with this.
Yep.
It's just him sitting like that.
He's just all like, it should have been me. With great power comes great responsibility, you know. It's not only evil people that want power. That is completely Bakugo's thing. He wants power. It's not evil.
Go out here asking the real questions.
We're all concerned about him. True. Yeah. Haha, let's hope.
He is distressed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh boy, I gotta fucking kill this man. Jesus.
Yeah, no matter what happens to me, it's what's concerning everyone here.
Deku has been shown repeatedly to not really care about his own health. Oh. It's not gonna. It's not doing anything. I mean, it's doing things, but
It's doing things, but it's not.
I mean, even he's trying to figure it out. Deku will probably take out himself before beating Shigaraki. Yeah. You have to toss me. Oh boy.
They're just kids' argument doesn't really work in this scenario, dude.
Yeah. Oh boy. We coming. The fire boys are coming. Ugh. Oh god. Oh boy. That's gonna hurt. Hopefully.
Ow!
God.
We might have a problem.
Don't do. Oh god. There goes his consciousness.
We have a problem. Because that's not Homura.
Oh god.
Oh no.
And not thinking.
Am I gonna quit?
Is the mark of a true hero.
Ah! Alright, Daniel, I guess you're dead.
He doesn't. He's just got stabbed. He doesn't look dead yet. We thought Gran Torino was dead.
Ah!
Oh, that's new. Oh god.
Ah!
Ah! They gotta stop doing those things to us.
Bakugo's like, ah, yes. Now that I've grown as a person, I feel bad. My son's dead. Hey.
I don't know if he's dead. I think he's... This was a very, very big moment for Bakugo.
I love my son.
Okay, so I've got a lot of things to talk about with this episode. So strap yourself in.
Oh, Lord.
But first and foremost, this is like, it feels like he could die here because this is the culmination of his character arc. This is what it's all been building towards. He's always had feelings about Deku. And he explained them, those being all like, I didn't understand him, so I pushed him away. You know, I bullied him, and he regrets that.
He regrets it, and he's trying to do things to make up for it.
Mm-hmm. But there's a part of him. I can take these off now. They hurt in my headphones. That's why I don't wear them. There's a part of him that's also been very jealous of Deku, right? Them both being fans of All Might, and then feeling like All Might has only acknowledged Deku. But we saw a conversation between Bakugo and All Might that was very interesting. Deku has always been able to do one thing that Bakugo has never been able to do, which is he doesn't think, he just moves. And in this episode, it culminated in Bakugo being able to not think, just move. And it is what allowed him to save Deku in that moment. It is very good character arc. Bakugo is... I mean, you like him. He's your favorite character.
I love him because I love characters that they put a lot of effort towards building and developing.
Yeah. I think Bakugo might have the best character arc that we've seen so far in this series.
He's a complicated boy.
He has complicated emotions that, like, feel very human. It's a more complex character arc than most of the other characters, which makes the idea of him dying, like, just about the worst. I hope we've all collectively moved past the days of, oh, Bakugo's bad because he's angry and yells all the time. Because, like, legitimately most complicated and well-written character in this show. Although I beginning to like Shigaraki in that regard as well.
Krusty Boy can go. Throw Krusty Boy in a trash can. He's killing my sons.
The other important things that happened this episode. Deku unlocked his ability to use float.
Is it unlocked if he was already working on it in the first place?
Yeah, he seemed to be working on it. But now he has been using it, and basically he chained himself to Shigaraki to be like, who will give out first. Aizawa has not lost his quirk, but is kind of unconscious.
Low-key, didn't Dude Man just try to gouge his eyes out?
Yes.
So we're gonna see how that goes.
he seems to be unconscious right now due to blood loss.
Yeah, that'll also do it.
Some good stuff. I really like that this episode is called Bakugo Rising, because I like how the titles in this, like, there's been lots of episodes that are like Origin or Rising, and they're important. They're important. They mark important points for the characters in their journeys. I would say that this is the most selfless act that Bakugo's ever done. You know, if he ends up not being able to do hero work or not recovering or even losing his life, he's gone out on...
I'm still throwing hands with the author.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. If he goes, this is interesting plot-wise.
Yeah.
But he's my son! No!
I wanted to talk about a little bit of something. At this point, you have not read the manga for this part.
No.
I have never read the My Hero Academia manga. I prefer to only read manga for things that don't have anime. Like, my favorite manga is Oyasumi Punpun. Real good. Probably can't be made into an anime because it's so detailed in its art style. But I don't know. Inio Asano did character designs for F the Perfect Insider and is having one of his manga, Dead Demons Destruction. Yes, that is the name. Turned into an anime at some point. So maybe there's hope for Oyasumi Punpun at some point.
Take a decade of work, dude. Ugh.
It would be worth it.
Yeah?
Best fucking manga ever. Anyway, people have already commented it, but I want to point out, personally, as someone who has never read the manga, I don't notice when there's censorship. I can kind of get the sense of when they might.
When Dude Man's entire upper body's muscles tore open?
Yeah. Or, like, I just assume that throughout this entire section, Shigaraki in the manga is just entirely covered in blood.
Ugh.
However, I don't get the sense that not seeing that lessens my enjoyment. I feel like there are a lot of manga fans that tend to be like, let me tell you about what has been censored. And I would prefer to read it I would prefer to find out on my own when I eventually read the manga. Probably once the anime is done. So I don't spoil myself on anything. But I think that the blood and gore is not like... There are interesting ways to make it... When you have the challenge of you can't be as gory, then you have to work around it in interesting ways. And sometimes anime doesn't. And sometimes My Hero Academia just says, whatever. But I think the intensity of these scenes remains without the blood. So don't worry, people. Your experience with the manga is valid. You prefer that experience to the experience that you get with the anime. This is my first experience. Right now, I have no other reference. I can't compare it to anything. So it is my best experience so far with this story. And personally feeling I don't really require the blood for this experience to be better.
As somebody who reads both manga and watches anime usually at the same time, for me a lot of the time, like when you see that extra detail in manga, like it doesn't take away from the experience of anime. For me, I'm like, it's like, wow, I really appreciate what's going on in the manga. Like, it makes you love the manga that much more. I don't really use that as a, wow, this anime sucks type of thing.
Don't hold it against the anime. There are a lot of factors. There are a lot more factors when it comes to making an anime than making a manga. That's the other thing, is that I saw some people that said, like, the newest episode, man, they really let the animation slip with this one. It's just so much better to be able to detail a panel in a manga than to be able to make it move. Making an anime is an entirely different set of skills than making a manga. And, like, Horikoshi can make a manga on his own with, like, an editor and a publisher. That's, like, 3 people. An anime is gonna be hundreds of people. Or, like, 100. An anime like this, I don't know. Bones is a big studio. This is only a portion of Bones' animators. I kind of get where people were all like, yeah, the animation of this episode doesn't look as good. Usually what that means is that the animation studio is deemed the scenes in this episode not as important compared to other scenes, which means
something's coming.
Yeah, which means we're probably approaching some big moment where they need good animation. And as much as like the manga fans are all like, oh man, this panel was so detailed in the manga. First of all, chapters in manga are much shorter, so you're able to focus on things much better. But in an anime, you have to focus on a much wider scope at a time.
And you have time limits.
Yeah, and you have time limits, and you have to allocate your resources and budget correctly in order to make the parts that you really want to stand out in animation stand out. It's an entirely different mindset than making a manga a chapter at a time. I'm gonna agree with the anime studio for this one. This episode, I don't think required the best animation of the series so far,
like,
or anything. Huh?
The point of the episode still gets across just fine without all the extra bells and whistles.
Yeah. There are some good parts in the latter half, or in the like later ends of the episode.
Yeah.
They clearly were all like, we need to focus on this moment. Like when Deku's about to punch Shigaraki, and then Endeavor comes in and uses his prominence burn, and then Bakugo comes in. There's some good animation bits in that. When you deal with a arc that's all action, it's gonna lead to disappointment. Like when it's a studio like Bones, and they work on so many projects at a time, and there can only be so many animators working on each project at any given time, there's bound to be some episodes that they just deem less important. So I just wanted to say that I get it. The animation in this episode, not as good as some people hoped. Again, I have no frame of reference. I can point out bad animation. I still think that My Hero Academia is probably like better looking than many like it's in the high, much higher than average category. But maybe compared to other shonen anime, which are usually also in that tier, it's probably only about average, or ranging from. I mean, it's crazy because My Hero Academia, I feel like, ranges from above average animation for a shonen to below average within episodes. Anyway, I wanted to talk about that. That was the episode. If you liked that episode and if you liked my reaction, be sure to leave a like, comment telling me what you liked about it, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications to be notified of when the next My Hero Academia episode reaction goes up. A lot of words that I have to say here. I hope that I can make your day better, and I hope that you continue to have good days. Until next time, take it easy.